All right, thank you guys. We once again improved to 4-0 yesterday in our last four daily best play tier package picks on patreon.com/BrockPage. And of course, that's a website that I operate that gives you premium daily sports picks beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. It's also going to improve our record to 6-1 straight up in our last seven in that same category. But before we go ahead and get into more of that, let's go ahead and take a look at some Belarusian Vysshaya Reserves Soccer League action. And we're going to go ahead and start with Neiman Grodno taking on Energetic BGU. And that's going to be a 7 a.m. showdown. Now, Grodno's the $1.65 favorite. Totals 3 flat. Draws plus 330. And if you like Energetic in an upset, they're currently plus 320 on the money line and plus $1 catching the goal on the goal line. And speaking of Energetic, they've been victorious in just 1 out of their last 5 contests. They actually scored just 3 goals in those 5 outings. They lost to the likes of FC Minsk and Rook Brest FC during that stretch. They're taking on a Grodno team who's lost just 1 out of their last 5 themselves, with marquee victories over the likes of Belshina, Bobrusk, Vitebsk Reserve, and Izlak Reserve during that span. Grodno scored 12 total goals in their last 5 meetings as well. Now, total-wise, 3 out of Grodno's last 4 got over the total of 3 goals flat. They averaged 4.5 goals per contest in their last 2 victories as well. Meanwhile, on the other side, just 1 out of Energetic's last 4 stayed under that number on their side of things. So it looks like a pretty decent spot for overbettors here. Give me Neiman Grodno minus 165 and the over 3 flat in that game. And before we go ahead and handicap our next game, I just want to take a quick timeout and quickly welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Thursday's Vysshaya soccer action. Happy Thursday to you, and hopefully you're having a good week thus far. Now, before we go ahead and move on with the program, I just want to quickly remind you once again to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where once again we improved to 4-0 in our last 4 daily best play tier membership plays on that website yesterday. We're also 6-1 straight up in our last 7 in that category as well. Very good package for us right now. And we do daily premium sports picks on that website beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. We also a bunch of different memberships we offer a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to on that site. We currently have well over 675 current members signed up and active on that page. Now, you might be wondering, why would all those folks sign up to receive Patreon picks where they can get them right here for free on YouTube? And that's certainly a great point, a great concern. But there is a big problem with me handicapping every single game that's on the board, side and total. And the problem is this. If you were going to go ahead and bet every single game on the board that I put out here on YouTube, side and total, you're certainly guaranteeing yourself failure. And I know that sounds crazy, but just hear me out. If you're going to bet every single game that's on the slate with your hard-earned money, it's certainly not a winning formula for success. And as a matter of fact, it's a recipe for disaster. The books are way too smart. They're way too sharp. They certainly have a lot more money than you and I do combined to be able to absorb that kind of action. And most important, the math becomes aggressively against you the more and more games you play like that. So what I do on Patreon is I make life a lot easier for you. I break it down and focus in on just 3 to 4 premium selections per day. They're high percentage picks, games that I personally have action on. And I'll tell you this much, my current Patreon record is a whole lot better than it is here on YouTube, handicapping every single game on the board that's on the slate, side and total. And the good news is this. If you want to go ahead and check out my current Patreon record, you can actually do that for free right now. It's located right on the homepage. All you have to do is click the link in the description section below. I'll also include a link in the comments section below as well. And once again, that is patreon.com/BrockPage. And of course, without any further ado, let's go ahead and handicap this next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be Smolovici. That's right, Smolovici taking on Dynamo Minsk, 8 a.m. Eastern showdown. Dynamo's minus 325, totals 3.5, draws plus 425. And if you like Smolovici in an upset, they're the $5.75 underdog, and -110 catching the goal and a half. And speaking of Smolovici, they've lost their last 2 straight, both defeats coming by a deficit of 4 goals. They lost to Belshina 6-2 and Shakhtar Sologorsk 4-0. They're taking on a Dynamo squad who hasn't lost a game yet this year. They're currently on a 3-match win streak and posted a record of 4-0-1 in their last 5. They beat Grodno 5-0 in their last contest and destroyed Goryeia 6-0 in their game before that. Dynamo's averaging 3.2 goals per contest in their last 5 as well. Looks like a pretty good angle for Dynamo backers. Now, total-wise, 3 out of Dynamo's last 4 matches got over the total of 3.5 goals. Meanwhile, on the other side, Smolovici's last 4 straight matches got over that number themselves. Also looks like a pretty good spot for overbettors for this particular match. I'm going to go ahead and lean Dynamo Mix -1.5 and the over 3.5 in that contest. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some shout-outs. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. Shout out to Sureshta Gupta, Joseph Moylan, Brandon Saunders, Bill McMahon, Tanner Ivy, Kyle McGrath, Ryan Mass, Jesus Karakamunda. Also got to give a shout out to Edward Kelly, Goodnight Munchie, CJ Spiller, Ravi RK, Chi Yen Yu, Naeem Kozer, Mike Willoughby, and last but certainly not least, got to give a shout out to Stephen Lewis. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.